name is Ajit Ranade. I speak to you from Pune in Maharashtra. The world is in great turmoil today. We live in a world which is polarized, which is full of anxiety, uncertainty, confusion. The terrible shadow of terror is upon us. In fact, recently we observed the 17th anniversary of the heinous attack, terrorist attack in Mumbai. My friend Vasanta Limay captured this very reality and the intricate connection between terrorism and geopolitics in a gripping Marathi thriller in 2022. He is a very methodical researcher. He goes deep into the subject, and this book, this Marathi thriller, has been a bestseller. Today, I'm happy to say this very thriller is being published in English. Before we go further, I want to introduce to you an eminent personality from Pune, Lieutenant General Rajendra Nimborkar, PVSM. He served as Corps Commander in Jammu during the sensitive phase of the surgical strike of 2016.
Plot of this book is based on the real life situations which is happening in our country and the neighboring countries as well, and is greatly interwoven. There is a very thin line between the reality and what are the happenings in these events in the book. In fact, I can say the plot which is there in the book may very well happen. So that is the beauty of this book. The hero and anti-hero which has been depicted in the book, of course, the hero has to triumph because of his ideals and action. However, when the anti-hero has been actually built up from the childhood, and when he perceives in his childhood that aggressive nation like ours have done atrocities on him, which subsequently propels him into the actions what he did. And that is a great motivating factor, and it is actually brought out in this book very well. Probably such things may be happening in the real life itself. Next is the minute details the author has gone to depict. And what I say about this, I spent about 16 years plus in Jammu and Kashmir. And as a young officer, what I see in the actions actually happening on the ground in Kashmir, they have been depicted very well. In fact, I felt transported in that time and space and felt actually the things are happening in front of my eyes. And that is the beauty of the depiction of this book in great details. And finally, author and the hero both are the devoted nationalists. And there, the motto is always Rashtra Dharma Sarvopari. And here is the book, Target Asad Shah.
Thank you, General Sahib. I want to now introduce to you another friend, a common friend of Vasant Limay and myself from our IIT days, from our mountaineering days, Mr. Ram Kelkar, who is a distinguished financial sector professional. He joins us from Chicago.
Hello, Vasant. Greetings from Chicago. Congratulations for making Target Asad Shah available in English. This meticulously researched book of yours, with a complex and captivating plot, rivals some of the best thrillers that I've read, including the classic Day of the Jackal by Frederick Forsyth. Both novels explore the idea of carefully planned assassination attempts driven by political motives. But what is unique about your book is that it's more contemporary and brings in the issues that we face in the world today, which is far more complex and fast-moving. Political assassins of current times are motivated by a concoction of motives and are enabled by a brave new world of high-tech tools. Target Asad Shah covers a much broader canvas, in my view, involving multiple countries, modern technology, and political chaos. For anyone who loves thrillers, this book is a must-read, and making it available in English is a game changer, since it makes it available to many more readers, including some like me who may know Marathi but typically read English books. So, Bye, as we used to call you at IIT Bombay, all the best. Next up, Bollywood and the big screen, or Netflix. So, wishing you continued success with this book, and I hope many more readers enjoy the story that you've written. Thank you.
Thank you, Ram. Another eminent guest who is actually very appropriate to this topic joins us now. Major Gaurav Arya, a name that needs no introduction. He is renowned as a geopolitical expert. He joins us from Noida, Uttar Pradesh.
Jai Hind. Today, I'm introducing a Marathi political thriller now being published in English. Its author is an engineer, mountaineer, photographer, and a management trainer, along with being the writer of 3 Marathi bestsellers, each honored with awards. And now the English translation of his 3rd novel is being released. Target, Asad Shah. The man behind it all is Vasant Limaye. The novel spans October 2018 to June 2019. A sinister plot to assassinate the Prime Minister is uncovered by accident and a high-octane chase begins. The story pulls you into a maze of terrorism, corruption and betrayal, cutting across geopolitical flashpoints in the US, Israel, the UK, Europe, China and Pakistan. The conspiracy is driven by a Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist. The hero? A lieutenant colonel betrayed by the Indian bureaucracy and the political system. Yet this patriotic intelligence officer leads a covert mission to expose and stop this plot. His character is inspired by a true story. The novel also shines a light on the nexus of international terrorism and internal urban Naxal networks. Today's times are unsettling, marked by corruption, turmoil, and an ever-present threat of terrorism. Complex geopolitical tensions driven by global terror networks are alarming and far beyond what the common man sees. On this backdrop, the novel arrives exactly at the right moment. This novel feels like a perfectly engineered screenplay, tense, smart and thrilling, much like The Day of the Jackal. It has unmistakable cinematic potential. Wishing you, Mr. Vasant Limaye, great success for your first English book and maybe, just maybe, the beginning of a blockbuster.
Thank you, Major Saab, for this very interesting perspective. We now go to Chennai, and we are joined by the very illustrious Raja Krishnamurthy, also known as Kitty. He is a management expert, but all of you may remember him as the actor from Bombay, the movie Bombay.
Hey Vasant, congratulations on your 3rd book. And Revati, thank you so much for this amazing translation that you've done of this book. So that from the 3rd book onwards, Vasant's creative writing abilities are not available only to the Marathi Manus, but also to the Matrubhumi Manus, especially a book of this kind. And when I talk about genre, I feel that even in fiction, when one is writing a fiction, one should inspire, one should awaken, and one should motivate. I think all creative efforts, Kala, has this quality of creating joy and inspiration to people. I think that's something that I would expect. I think this book, to that extent, inspires, motivates towards what I would call as a common good feeling about the nation, common good feeling about belonging together as an Indian. How the risk taking is not one of the superficial risk taking like in a stock market or in entrepreneurship, which often is only about material loss. But here it's about life and death. Here it's about existing and not existing. I think this sense of sacrifice, this sense of dedication, this sense of belonging to a national identity, if that is the kind of inspiration that the book can bring in, I think you achieved one hell of a lot. And I would say that would be probably my biggest salute as far as this book is concerned, that you inspire and you motivate so much about the nationalism of being Indian.
Thank you, Raja Krishnamurthy, for a very interesting message. Today's special person is Vasant Limaye, and the much awaited book launch. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Hey, Vasant, it's a special day, your first big English novel, but it's doubly special today. It is your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Vasant. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Hey.
return gift to you.
Oh, wow. I'm pleased to launch the English translation of a Marathi best-selling thriller, Target Asad Shah by Vasanta Limaye. This English translation of the Marathi best-selling thriller has been translated by Revati Vasanta Limaye, who, by the way, happens to be Vasant's daughter. Revati, congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels great. We were looking forward to Dad's novels being published in English for a very long time now. This is the first one. Hoping it is the first one out of many. And I'm very excited to read my own work in book format. It feels like a dream come true because this was my first time translating. And to get to translate such a difficult, dynamic, multifaceted book was a great thing.
Was it a challenge?
It was a challenge because translation is not something which I've done before. So I would say it was not difficult, but definitely a great challenge, which I was very excited to take up. And I hope it has turned out well.
Well, it's finally here.
It's finally here.
Truly fantastic, Revati. So, Vasant, your first big English novel, how does it feel?
Great. It all began after my second novel, 5 years research, then becoming a bestseller and stuff like that. Received a couple of awards. More importantly, I think I must congratulate Revati because painstakingly, I think we spent more than a year and a half doing all that. And I know it's not a very easy text, even in Marathi. And converting that into wonderful English was a great job.
It's like a PhD thesis.
Yeah. Importantly, I think the thought that crosses my mind is there are two really horrible sort of ailments that we carry around us, which are not so visible. One is terrorism and another one is corruption. And unfortunately, all this happens behind the scenes. Somewhere, a reader, a common man, gets closer to this reality, which I feel is an important.
So, here we are. This is the great launch day of the English novel, Vasant Limaye's first English novel, of the translation of a Marathi best thriller. In fact, Vasant is a pioneer of this genre of literature, which combines the intrigue of global geopolitics, of the complexities of terrorism and corruption. It brings in very vividly the current realities. People can relate to it. And who knows, the next milestone in our mountaineering lingo. I think I'll tell Vasant, you're at Camp 4. What's Camp 5? But more importantly, you, the reader, I must congratulate you for enjoying something which is going to be definitely a thrilling experience. And we look forward to the great success of this book.